So the majority of people who try to make it in this world of trading, whether that's professionally, on the side, doesn't really matter, they end up losing money. But you knew that already. But what if I told you there was a number, a statistic, that if you knew it, it would give you all the answers that you need to continue your trading journey and more? Unprofitable? This will tell you. Profitable? This will not only tell you, but it will give you the confidence that you need to continue on, to grow, to expand, and to take things to the next level. Now, let me be very, very clear. I'm a big proponent of preaching that there is no magic pill. There's no magic potion. There's no magic indicator. There's no magic strategy. There's no magic number. It's what this number, this statistic, will do for you deeper than just the surface level that's important here. And it's the entire concept behind knowing this in the first place that so many people, I couldn't believe as I started to dive deeper into this, still don't know. There is not one thing that is single-handedly going to take you from unprofitable to profitable. But this number is going to help guide you on the correct path that you need to take for yourself. What's the number? This number or statistic is called the profit factor. Everyone has their own profit factor, and you can look at profit factor on different time frames. Let's say you want to look at your profit factor over the past month or the past year or your entire trading career. Unfortunately, there's almost no way, and I would imagine that 99.999% of us will not be actually able to pull up our profit factor over our entire careers, and it's probably lower than we want it to be. That's because we weren't tracking this number, and there's no way to track every single trade and decision we've made unless from day one you knew about this, which most of us, let's be honest, don't. The profit factor is very simple. It's total profit divided by total loss. Simple, I know, but before you click off the video, it's deeper than that. That's the number, that's the idea, that's like the clickbait almost in a sense. But what comes beyond and what comes below is what's more important, and that's your actual takeaway from this video. Don't worry, there is intent behind every video that is posted going forward here on this channel. They are not just random for BS views. If I was, I'd tell you what indicator is going to make you profitable in 10 seconds. That's not reality. Now, this also may sound elementary. Before we get into the good stuff, let's clear this up because for those of you who are still here, sorry those who clicked off, see you another time, maybe never again. It's recently been brought to my attention that there are a lot of people who A, do not know this number, which essentially is, are you profitable or not? And B, couldn't tell you this number because they're trading in the same account that they are investing in. Now, I talked about that in a recent video, why investors cannot be traders and vice versa. And the whole sharing of accounts is one of the biggest mistakes I think we can make. I made it myself for a while because you can't get these numbers. You could just see the markets going up and, oh, cool, my portfolio is going up. But did you realize that all of your trades you're making are actually a net negative on your balance and you would have been up 20% this year versus only up 12? Huh. If you knew that, would you keep trading? No. Or would you do something different? Yes. It's like, no shit, you're not consistently profitable. You wouldn't even know if you were. Okay, so once we know our profit factor, it's like the universe has cleared a path. The fog is clearing and things are clear. They're handing you the keys and the path is laid out in front of you. And all you have to do is start driving down that path. You could walk, you could run, you could drive, whatever you want to do. But start making your way down that path. You can't see the end, but you just start moving. Profitable? Okay, awesome. Keep doing the things that you've been doing that's gotten you profitable over the past month, 6 months, year, whatever time frame you are calculating your profit factor to be. Unprofitable, or do you want to improve your profit factor? That number is not high enough for you. You want to make it higher? Not a problem. You're right where you have to be. Here's where we take it a step deeper. There's two components inside of this that if you unpack it, we should be looking at to understand why our profit factor is less than 1, meaning we're not profitable. One of those is your win rate. What is your win rate? If you're tracking a profit factor Pretty easy to track a win rate, or let's start doing that right now. Cool, your win rate's 25%. That's pretty low. Now, you could have a profitable strategy with a 25% win rate, but that means that you're going to have to make 3, 4, 5, 6x on your winners than what you lose on average. Okay, so those have to be increasing. Your average risk reward has to increase. Okay, win rate's at 50%. Oh, that's great. You win half the time. You might hear people tell you that that's not that good because someone said 80% is good. Bullshit. Don't even bother listening to anyone who says that shit. It's not sustainable. It's not real. That's fucking bullshit trading. It's not actual trading. The biggest names in the trading world will tell you that they see on a consistent basis some of the best traders they've ever seen in the 50s and maybe 60% over large sample sizes. So someone telling you 80% is probably hiding something or has absolute dog shit average risk reward, meaning that they're losing more on average than they're winning because balancing forces will even that out. That's how the market works. You cannot have an 80% win rate for your entire career, your entire life. You go through phases where you might, but it's not sustainable in the long run. Closer to 50% is much more realistic. Just make sure you're winning more than you're losing. So let's say you have that 50% win rate. Maybe even if it's 40%. Mine's in the upper 40s. That's personally what mine is, which is fine. I actually love it there. It's great. Now let's dial in the risk reward. Are we averaging $100 on profit trades and $50 on losing trades? Or are we averaging $1,000 on winning trades and $800 on losing trades? If your profit factor is less than 1, what we can do is we can try to increase the win rate a little bit if it's substantially below 40% and/or increase our average risk reward, meaning that we want to make more money than we lose, whether that's moving a stop loss up a bit more, maybe that's taking profits at a little bit of a higher level, maybe there's a scaling strategy in there. That comes down to your own trial and error, adjusting, making one adjustment, tracking the results of that adjustment, and repeating until profitable. Now, it may sound like a lot, but the easiest place that I do all of this is on TradeZella. I track, journal, and log every single trade that I make on that platform. It makes it super easy for me to track my win rates, track my average risk rewards, my profit factors, go back through mistakes, log, and take true inventory. Every single trade, I look back every single month of what's going on and what corrections I should be making or what I could be making to better optimize or improve my profit factor, which essentially is the profitability of my trading system. I'll leave a link to TradeZella down below if you want to check them out. You don't have to use that. You can do all of this on your own. That's the crazy thing. It's not like there's a paywall. Oh, you can't do this. Oh, you're not profitable because you can't. No, you can do this on your own. Just takes a little bit more effort, but you can do it on your own. So you see on the surface what may seem so elementary, right? So simple actually means and leads to so much more. It's the confidence that the profit factor gives you in order to move forward, whether that's profitable or not. If you're not profitable, okay, you know what you have to do. It's not that complicated. You know what path you should be on. You know, okay, I got to improve my win rate or my risk reward or a combination of the two. And if I do that and I get profitable, great. We did what we were supposed to do. It may take a long time and you may never get there, and most people never will. But once you understand that, it takes a lot of the guesswork and the cloudiness and the uncertainty out of what you need to be doing in your own trading system. So no matter the path it's laid out, that data just tells you how to move ahead. Because as I like to think about it, without it, you'll find yourself walking through a haze with no sense of direction and no compass.